It's time to wake up and add some color into your life, people. I work for a company and we had to go through a rebranding. And though the process was just so tedious, oh my God, it was a headache, okay? It was overwhelming. We were full of fear of the outcome. I promise you, once we went through it, okay, not over it, when we went through it, the payoff was so worth it. Now that taught me a very important thing. When we are in a season of transformation, a season of change, a season of rebranding, reinventing ourselves, it can have all these different elements where you're feeling fearful, shaky, overwhelmed, not knowing what, tomorrow will bring and all the above. However, if we push through all those uncomfortableness, I promise you, you are going to be so proud of yourself. What we're trying to do is not reinvent the wheel, so to speak. What we are trying to do is uncover, peel back, bring to the surface the potentials you have just stuffed or you didn't even know you had. It's on the other side of all the things you're fearful about. So what we're going to do as the seasons are changing, we are going to add some color into our life and step into our own potential, the things we know we already can do, or the things that have been buried in our brain somewhere or in our hearts we have the desire and yearning for, but somehow we're just like, I do not know. Well, girl or guy, hi, if you're here, we need to identify what is dimming or zapping the color out of your life to begin with. Is it friends, your circle, a lackluster job, family, lack of purpose, lack of vision? What is zapping and sucking the color out of your life? I need you to take paper to pen and write some stuff down, because so much can happen once you change. It's all in your hands. You need to become the main character in your life, because it's your life. You're kind of watching in as a third person and just watching your life go by, thinking that it can never be you. The good things can never happen to you. And I have a whole video about how we limit ourselves. We have these limiting beliefs, sometimes because we picked it up from our childhood, but those are things for us to work on ourselves so that we can actually step into our own lives and take charge of the decisions and actions that we take or make in our life. I can hear someone saying,
well, I never had color to begin with. Hey.
Or they've never experienced color in their life. They don't know what that looks like. Well, then that's good. You're a blank canvas. Now you can go out there and experiment. Ask yourself, what colors do I like? And I don't mean literal colors. I mean, what things set your soul on fire? If you do not know, start doing things and see what sets your soul ablaze. You start feeling just a sense of purpose and passion. I know for myself, I wear so many hats. I'm boy, I work full time. I'm married again and I had to adjust to being a wife again. I have a whole video coming up on that. And I'm also a mother to a son with special needs or additional needs. And on top of all of that, I find so much fulfillment and purpose in this, what I'm doing right now. So I found a way, to also wear that hat in a way where I'm not spreading myself too thin on all the areas that I take charge of, but at the same time, I'm adding some color back into my life because I'm feeling fulfilled from doing all of this, sharing my experience. That adds color to my life. But I would have never known had I not picked up a camera. When was it? 2006? Or was it 2016? 2016, 2006. No, that would have been a while ago. I was only 16. I mean, there are 16-year-olds who are on TikTok, but yeah, 2016, I picked it up and I was talking about hair because I was passionate about hair. I'm still passionate about hair. I did this myself. Hey, girl. I'm still passionate about hair and all that, but I'm more passionate about sharing my experiences. I find that God has assigned plenty of mountains to me. And he's also shown me that, or made me serve as an example or as a pillar or evidence to people that some mountains can be moved. And if I keep quiet and don't share how some of these mountains have been moved, or should I say these lions and Goliaths have been slain in my life, you too might think that it's the end of, you've hit the end, but maybe that's your beginning. Maybe it's your rebirth. So it all starts with finding out what makes you happy, what sets your soul on fire. Identify those things, and I promise you, it will make your year ahead so much more colorful. I promise you. Go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? Simple things. Start from there. There's so much on YouTube that you can learn from as well. You'd be surprised how many things you have laying dormant inside of you. And I know for me, like when I start thinking about all these things, I just get so enthusiastic about it. And I'm like, I just cannot wait to share it. That's when you know you're walking in your purpose or in your calling. So yeah, try it out. And also ask yourself, what season are you in? And if you want to change it, if you want to adjust it, are you happy there? Ask yourself, have a check-in with yourself. Ask yourself if you can change the season. Because I remember I've been through all types of seasons. God, I have so much coming up. The season of my divorce, season of eviction, season of homelessness, season of, finding out or I am coming to terms with the fact that I was a single mother, season of not feeling wanted, postpartum depression. Boy, the list goes on. And I was like, some of those seasons I couldn't necessarily change the season per se, but I could change my mindset. I think I'll have a whole video coming up on that, just to break down those things. But generally ask yourself, what season are you currently in? Can you change the season, or can you change your perspective or mindset towards what season you're in? And then envision the kind of season you want to step into. Envision, dream big, think, daydream about what a colorful life would look like to you. What does it look like? Because something that looks colorful to me might not be the same for you. So identify that for yourself, and then ask yourself, the woman or the man that you are in that colorful season, what does that person look like? And then start working backwards and put actionable steps in place to be that person. Most of the time, it just starts with believing in yourself, believing that you can move from where you are to another place. I know it might seem dark right now, but I promise you, if you concentrate, you see some small light. And if you go closer, you realize that the light is you. Just keep glowing. I promise you, there is better coming. I promise you so much. Don't worry, stay tuned. I still have more to come, more to share, but I want to hear more from you as well. And if you will be stepping out into a more colorful season ahead of you. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy some of the others on the screen. But yeah, until next time, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.